Exciting to be here. It's exciting to personally welcome everybody to USP from around the region. It's been a wonderful journey in a way that USP, I think, has supported the development of sports in the region. We've placed sport at the centre, one of the centre pillars of our new strategic plan. We recognise the importance of sport within the region in so many, many different ways, its contribution, and we recognise the importance of USP itself taking some leadership in this area and working in partnership and collaboration with so many other people. Research and education is critical to a university, and research and education in sport, I think, is also critical for so many reasons. It's critical in terms of the improvements in performance, enhancements of performance, of achievement. It's important, it's so important, I think, in education. It's important in schools that children are involved in sport. It teaches so much in terms of leadership, it teaches so much in terms of health and well-being for young people. It creates so much in terms of opportunities for young people as well. Research is important in terms of, some of our speakers have already said, in terms of things like human rights, about gender equality, about the rights of disabled people, about participation and social inclusion. Sport is also so important in terms of economic development. And as a research institution, we're really interested and involved in doing research around economic development and contributions. So research about how sport contributes to that is so important for a university. And about community development, about the whole idea of social well-being, community well-being. So there's so many things about sport which is important, I think, for a university to be involved in and for a university to be working with all you as stakeholders. So it's great to be part of this and great to be particularly part of this event today. But my pleasure this morning is to introduce, not to ramble on my own ideas, but to introduce our two panellists. And I'm very, very pleased indeed that we have with the panellists here this morning. Firstly, on my left is Matahafa Dr. Desmond Amosa. Desmond is no stranger to USP and no stranger to the research office, I have to say. He's been collaborating with us for quite a while now. But Desmond's also been working as a private consultant since 2017 in the area of sports and SDGs, and has been made an important contribution in his report on maximising the contribution of sports to economic and the social in the Pacific. The case studies of Fiji and Samoa, which was funded by ONOC, USP, Samoan Ministry of Education, Sports and Culture, and the Fiji Ministry of Youth and Sports, and thanks for all those sponsors. And in addition, he's been a team leader for the team that put together the Samoa Education Sector Plan 2019 to 2024, which has a large sports component for schools in the country. So I'm really pleased to welcome Desmond to this panel. And I'm also pleased to welcome my own colleague, Professor Chito Vanalailai. Professor Vanalailai is the Director of Research in the Research Office, so we work very closely together, and he's a very good friend of mine, of course. But they gave me a long set of briefing notes on Desmond, though I do know Desmond and what he's doing, but they gave me a sort of tiny thing about Jito, but I actually found it quite interesting, because Jito's a mathematician, and I thought, I learned some things. Jito he obtained his PhD in applied mathematics, systems control theory from Kobe University in Japan, and he is a Japanese speaker, as so many people at USP are actually. He joined the School of Computing, Information and Mathematical Sciences of the University of the South Pacific, where he's now Professor of Mathematics and, I say, Director of the Research Office. His research interest, this was the interesting bit for me because it'll stretch my linguistic abilities. His research interests include stability of non-linear systems, artificial neural networks, Volterra integro differential systems, planning algorithms, and swarm intelligence. That one I really like, swarm intelligence. So I'm sure we're going to be edified in this next session by the contribution of mathematics to this. But I just want to say both these guys have played an enormous part from a USP perspective as well as more broadly in really pushing the sports agenda in USP and in a way putting USP where it is at this moment in terms of its building the networks and partnerships. So I'm going to start with Desmond and then we'll move over to Gito. Is that right? You want to go first. Gito wants to go first, so we're... the limelight is yours, Gito.